big amounts of scrap on these little islands. I'm thinking a train stop somewhere around this area. Oh yes, we have throughput, and that just joined up. That works. Rest in peace, inventory. We can reclaim the foundations. Oh, this is so good. Can't wait to get back on Nauvis. Science per minute we're currently getting from Aquilo is terrible. 32. I think that's our lowest science rate other than Promethium. What do we need for Aquilo, chat? What resources should we bring? Probably some more cargo bays. We can increase this space in here. We do need some trains. Construction robots, we absolutely need those. Thermal socks and pants. Yep. Oh, concrete. That's what we need a lot of. We've picked up the heat pipes. That's not 10k heat pipes. Why are we so slow on heat pipes? Probably because it's the OG factory making them. Yep, no copper. Give me some copper, damn it. Alrighty. Okay, let's grab these construction robots and let's do a little bit of exploring before we figure out where we're going to build this. Where's a good spot? I haven't headed down south yet. Let's explore down there. The extended amount of legendary exoskeletons definitely helps a lot. It would take forever to explore all this without them. It's not like we're necessarily finding bigger land masses out here, which is a bit of a shame. Spaceport probably goes here. Let's start putting some markers down. Add a tag. All the rocket silos are going to be here. Could even do it right here, to be honest. I mean, we don't have to travel far. Yeah, okay, let's just do that. All this exploring, and then we're just saying, okay, we'll build it right here. All right, so. Oh, that is cool. Can we build straight onto here? No, we do need that concrete. Concrete, here we go. Concrete! Oh my goodness, that's draining my power like crazy. No! Okay, whatever. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. So, assembly machines will be making us ice platforms. That's number one for expansion. That needs ammonia, which we can make in a chemical plant. Actually, can we do it in a cryo plant? Yes, we can! Okay, let's do that. And it makes ice. What rate, if we throw not productivity but speed in here, what rate? 30k per minute and 3000 ice per minute. Okay, if we put down heat pipes in here, then we throw down some speed, some pipes, we're positive. However, we have to supply the ice. Then we need to somehow heat. Oh, hang on, we can do this. Heating pipes goes there. There we go. Is it worth? I'm going to run this over here for a second set. Or a third crafter. Does this work? Question now is, how do we get it all heated? We need a heating tower. So if we just grab a pump jack, an oil refinery, I'm going to turn that straight into petroleum gas, and then we can turn that straight into solid fuel. Nice, quick and dirty setup. Okay, heat pipes, that's going to heat all that up. That's going to turn that into solid fuel, which then needs to jump into a heating tower. Just like that. And then we do need to kickstart that with some heat. Got to hook that up to the main power grid. So now we've got ourselves some heat pipes, and this will make us our ice platforms. So then if we cut a hole here and grab an offshore pump, boom. We're not getting the ice over here though. Ooh. Man, this is what I really don't like about Aquilo. It absolutely stumps me. I think we got to move these further out so that we can afford to do an underground pipe. Oh, but then we can't reach. No. There we go. And then we can run a pipe around there. Okay, so then that's ice. That's just going to passively make us stuff. So the next thing we need is our Pepsi bottles. That needs ice again. Lithium plates and fluoroketone. Lithium plates are done using chromium plates, lithium brine, and ammonia. So ice comes down through here and then needs to join up with lithium brine, which we have up here. So we probably should run this onto the other side. And we need a heat pipe coming out of that. It's going to take a while to heat up. There we go. We need to take that lithium brine and turn it into lithium. We need to somehow get the chromium plates out of here. It's not far enough away to warrant a train, I don't think. But it is going to need a heck of a long heating pipe. So, stack inserter time. How the heck am I going to snake this around? Like that, I guess. If we snake this around, we should just be able to run a parallel pipe. Yes, that's all thought out. Okay, so holmium needs to travel probably this way. Let's get our cryogenic plant. This thing is going to make us lithium. Why does it say on the description for this thing, can handle extremely low temperatures, and yet it's frozen? Okay, we need to run a underground pipe going straight into here. Then we need the lithium brine to join up here, and then we need the holmium plates. We'll just bring this across, I reckon. And then a couple of long arm inserters to bring it in. And there we go. Now I need some productivity modules. Let's send down some of our good ones. Shove this into here. That's going to give us plus 128%. We can probably use stack inserters as well here to then put them onto a belt and then have them end up somewhere. Right, now this is the part where we have to start smelting. We can't use foundries, unfortunately, but we should have some furnaces lying around on the ships up here. What's a good layout for the furnaces? Probably going to require some sort of tunneling system. Probably something like that. And then we can run the pipes along. Something like that. And then we can run the conveyor belt along in the same manner. Something like that, I'm thinking. Ooh, this is starting to look good. I'm actually Aquiloing, guys. I think I'm actually doing this properly this time. Okay, then we need some productivity on all of these. Don't think we can squeeze any beacons in, unfortunately. No, it doesn't look like we can. It'd be good if we spaced them out a bit more, but I think this will be fine. So what we need now is a way for this to expand. What if we start spamming some more of these? We tried to borrow the same design we did here. Let's erase this. If holmium plates were to arrive in here, and then the items came out on the other side. Ooh, okay. We can run this across there like that. Sweet. Then we need stack inserters to bring the holmium in. That plugs in. Okay, then we need the lithium. Okay, this is going to be a little bit trickier. Ooh, okay, how do we do the lithium? This comes across. That jumps over. Yep, that'll work. Now we just need lithium brine. Actually, I don't even know what I'm doing with this ice. Nice, something like that. That works. So now we got ourselves a whole bunch of lithium. Now we have our little CDs. I think the CDs just need to get turned into science packs. We need fluoroketone, which needs solid fuel and lithium, fluorine and ammonia. Okay, that's a way we can use our ammonia. We need even more lithium, which means I need to split this. We need fluorine to come through. Okay, let's go. That's going to That's going to heat very slowly. And then we need some fuel. Ooh, this is tight. Can we squeeze a beacon in? Yes, we can. Can we squeeze another beacon in? We can if we bring down a heat pipe here. There we go. Speed, power, ammonia. We now need ammonia. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Step 1 done. Fluoroketone hot. Now we need fluoroketone cool. Because that's cool. These can't take productivity modules. They can take quality modules for some reason. But we'll just do speed modules for these. And then that's the final fluid that then needs to travel over to make cryogenic pants. Cryogenic packs. Man, you have to use tunnels so much on this. Okay, there we go. Fluoroketone. It's now coming up through here. Cryogenic science pack, ice, lithium plates, and fluoroketone. Well, we have those. We have some spare ice over here. There we are. So now it should be as easy as grabbing one of these things and then just plugging this in, right? Yeah. There we go. Then we throw some productivity in there. Some speed beacons around. Yes! Speed and power! And then we do need to figure out how to get rid of them now. What if we bulk inserted, shoved into a tunnel? Yes, that'll work. Then the fluids need to go somewhere. Probably just out the side for now. Yeah, then we just pipe that up together like that. Oh, except we can't squeeze that in. But if we rearrange this, yeah, this'll work. I am genius. Spaghetti genius. Now we just need to deliver the cryogenic science back to the rocket ship. Boom. And boom. And boom. Oh, there we go. The science is coming through. Now we just need to bring it over here. We can dedicate this thing to just launching cryogenic science packs. Bulk inserters here. 2 chests. Stack inserter. Splitter. And there we go. Now we need to get heat in there. Somehow. Maybe we bring heat around. Something like that. Yep, I think this will work. There we go. And that is now all heated. Cryogenic science has now been increased. Okay, so we went from 30 to 130. So we basically just added 100 science per minute. That's not too bad. Question now is, how do we expand on that? We've got a problem with the ammonia, and we have a problem with lithium brine. What's wrong with the brine? Somehow I disconnected that. Okay, that's better. How many quality cryogenic plants do we have? We've got an epic. Oh, that's quick. That's a lot quicker. Let's try and get a beacon in here. Because they seem to really... Oh, they really affect it. Okay. They affect it so much that it's completely backed up on the belts. Interesting. Okay, what we're going to try and do is get this lithium to connect up with the ice over here. I think we can achieve that pretty easily. We've got a slot here that we could slip a tunnel onto. Yes, this works perfectly. Now we just need to get these two to meet up. Okay, this can skip across there. That can work though. And we jump this across. Ooh, I'm liking this. This is starting to tile, I think. Here we go. There it is. Except we don't have ice. Why don't we have ice? Why is ammonia a problem? Okay, easy solution. Crude oil and ammonia can be turned into fuel to burn. That's done in a chemical plant. Boom. And then that can just go straight into more heating towers. That'll burn off all the ammonia. Okay, now we need to figure out how to get the science packs. What if we jump them upwards instead? Yes, and then we can jump them back downwards. Here we go. Science packs! Except... Ooh. Now it works. Yes! Why don't we have enough lithium plates? Because they're kind of just slow. Okay, if we copy this a bunch more times, that should do the trick. Yeah! So now we're producing 300. Wait a minute, Aquilo science might actually be easy. Famous last words, but can we chuck another one of them down? This needs to travel upwards. These need to become tunnels. That brings us to 500. So if we just span that a whole bunch more times, and obviously increase this production rate, then we should have our Aquilo science done pretty soon. The problem is the holmium, of course, but we can figure that out later. Not a single logistic robot had to be used on this. That is really nice. We do have a problem here though. Probably going to need to copy this setup again. Let's do that over here. Just so we can get a little bit more heat distributed over on this side. Boom, heat. Fixed. 700. We have multiplied our production rate 20-fold in just the span of about 40 minutes. This thing is fast. Okay, hang on. Too fast. We don't have any more ice. This needs to go faster. Speed. Burn off that ammonia quicker. Next thing we need is just more. More! Which is, in turn, probably going to need more lithium. And we are out of ice platforms, but do we have any in here? We have a little bit. We could erase some of this, though, since we're not needing it anymore. 630. How's power looking? Ooh, power's getting a little bit scary. If we copy that design over south, we should be fine. We can then request not quality fusion power cells. Ooh, getting a nice supply of cryogenic science packs now. So if... Oh, hang on. What's going on? We're out of ice. Why are we out of ice? Ammonia. Ammonia is becoming a problem. Okay. What else can we do with the ammonia? Not much. Yeah, we really just have to try and burn it off. Okay. Here's an idea. If I throw some more beacons down, we should be able to increase the speed of this thing. And then we can run some more heat pipes down and get this to deposit onto a splitter. Yes, that works. Okay. And then from here, we can just run a whole bunch of towers. That's the main logistical challenge, is just burning off the ammonia at this point. I'm running out of everything. It's not good. Oh, that is a good amount of lithium coming through. And we still got a nice holmium supply. Okay, I very miscalculated this when I first did Aquilo. Very, very good to know. Let's continue building this up. Whoa, that was quick. This should slowly heat the whole network up. It looks like we need more cryogenic plants. Do we have any more rares? No. Okay, we're down to the uncommons. It's a bit of a shame. That should be a big production boost, except we're out of ice. Why are we out of ice? Ammonia again. This is becoming a big problem. Heating towers. How do we make heating towers again? Concrete and boilers. Okay, that's got to be done off-world. Could do another quick dirty tank. Ooh, these are all running. What are we at now? Still 600. Why is that? We have power. That's all plugged in. Okay, there we go. Approaching 1,000. There we go. 1,000 per minute. Is it climbing? Barely. Okay. A couple more of these plugged in and that should... Oh, once these thaw out, it should be fine. Could maybe even help along by connecting some of these up. Yeah, that definitely helps. Come on. Thaw out. Come on. Yes. Away he goes. But yeah, I would say that's pretty successful. Let's chuck a roboport down for the heck of it. Just so we get a little bit of radar coverage. 1.3k. Is that climbing? No, that's stabilized. Alright. I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I thought it would just be hours upon hours of building this spaghetti over and over again. But no, that turned out to just be nice and very compact and even. So I'm very, very happy with that.